Hello again. Guess I'm not ready.
From Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, In-N-Out, Five Guys, and everywhere else, it's Linda Snacks. They eat your world. Reviews from the pro himself. You gotta level it.
Well, I'm in line at Culver's. I'm getting an eclectic amount of fish sandwiches from all the different fast food places. So we had White Castle, we're at Culver's, then we got Wendy's, McDonald's, and Arby's. The worst is probably going to be McDonald's in my book. I just, the smell of it and the look, it just doesn't seem all that great to me. I've never had a McDonald's filet of fish in my life, so I don't know. It could be better than I think. After McDonald's, I'd probably have to say Culver's or White Castle. They're kind of mix and match 3 and 4 for me. So your top 2 contenders are going to be Wendy's and Arby's.
Who do you think's coming out?
I think Arby's is because they're a little bit bigger than like the fish sandwiches that most of the other places put out. It just looks more healthy. I don't say healthy, but better quality ingredients. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to a new edition of Linda Snacks. And today, as you can see in front of me, we have decided to take a trip to a lot of different places around town, and that's because in the month of March, Lent is active for those that are of the religious sorts, and a lot of the fast food restaurants tend to take advantage of this and offer new fish sandwiches. So we're going to go with White Castle first, and they have the crispy panko breaded sliders, 2 for $2. You got $2. That's a pretty good value if you're about fish, and it's a decent sized fish fillet patty on there. And then you got the cheese that, just comes melted into it. And they give you a little packet of tartar. So we'll take a quick dive here. We're going to try all these fish and rank them based on value and based on taste and just overall experience at the restaurant as well in the drive-thru. Some took a little longer than others, but we'll see why in a second. So this is the panko fish slider from White Castle. Cheers to you. It's a good quality fish. It's got some good flake to it, and the fish on the inside is pretty tasty. Next we have Culver's with their North Atlantic cod fillet. Nice crispy fish there. Lettuce, cheese on the bottom, tartar sauce. It's an interesting arrangement. We'll wash the palate off here. We're switching from one to the other. Gotta make sure I have a clean mouth. Okay. So this is Culver's with their North Atlantic cod fillet. Cheers to you. I think the bread is too much, but the fish itself is pretty good. It's not your standard square patty that most places tend to use. It's not bad, but the other ingredients as far as like the lettuce and the cheese go, it's a little weird. Like that real shredded lettuce that a lot of places use, I'm not really a huge fan of. And the weird shredded cheese also. If you want to put cheese on it, you'd think you'd put like a slice of cheese to bond the fish and the cheese together on the sandwich, but it's neither here nor there. Next we have my favorite restaurant. Into the fast food game, we got Wendy's. And they only have fish one time a year, again, like I said, during Lent. So they take advantage of that, and as you can see, they wrap it in their classic tinfoil package and slap the sticker on there. Now, they did ask me for cheese, so of course I had to get cheese, because as a part of your job, when you get upsold, you want to make sure that you appreciate their upsell and just add the cheese on there. Let's see. And it's got no cheese. The fish itself looks pretty crispy and good, and then they've recently switched to this leaf romaine lettuce instead of iceberg, which I think tends to bring the quality down a little bit because the romaine's not as tasty, I think. But the lettuce and the pickles, or the tartar sauce and the pickles, are the same as from last year. Let's see what things on the other side of the ocean taste like, shall we? Wendy's North Pacific cod. Cheers to you. Alright. I would say this one definitely has the most flavor, crisp, like the best crunch to it. The breading is really solid and holds the fish together pretty nice. Like the other ones kind of just flaked out and didn't really offer you like a good bite. Well, this one has a good crunch to it. And the tartar actually is really good too because it's got that dill, a hint of dill in there, which makes it feel a little more like a homemade sandwich almost. Now, everyone's favorite for some reason, or at least that's what I hear, is McDonald's. And they use, according to the box, Alaskan pollock, wild caught Alaskan pollock. I'm not sure how the flavor is going to difference from the cod to the pollock. I think most of the other places use cod and they use pollock. As you can see, it's just kind of a dollop of tartar. They just kind of plop up there. Forget to wash the palate out. Okay. No lettuce or pickles either. Just tartar and cheese. This is the McDonald's filet of fish. Cheers to you. Last on the list is Arby's, and they're kind of attacking McDonald's for their quality of fish and also offering the 2 for $6, which is just $1 more than the McDonald's 2 for $5. As you can tell, that fish fillet patty is quite humongous, very oddly shaped. We got the shredded lettuce on the bottom, tartar sauce. They did not ask me for cheese, unfortunately. Alright. Last one on the list. Arby's. Crispy fish. I'm not sure where they get their fish or what kind of fish it is, but only taste will tell. So fish, crispy fish from Arby's. Cheers to you. The size of the fish definitely helps with you getting a nice good bite, but I feel like the quality is a little bit lacking somewhere, and I don't know if that's the quality or like the certain type of fish they're using, or like maybe just the tartar's not really banging. It's not really like hitting any crazy bold flavors. Out of all the fish sandwiches we've tried, Culver's had the most unique texture, but I think it's because their fish was actually like either made in-house or it's breaded that way. But I like the quality of the fish from Culver's, but the service was a little bit on the slow side, and they don't really have a drive-thru anymore. It's just a drive-in park. They just park everyone that pulls through the drive-thru anyway. I gotta put McDonald's at the bottom of the list at number 5, and it's because the fish is just not really flavorful at all. Going from number 5 to 4, I'm gonna have to go with Culver's. The sandwich itself is kind of hit or miss. The quality of the fish is good, but the quality of the ingredients they use with it is okay. After that, I'm gonna have to give it to White Castle. For value, you have really good quality fish, and it's got cheese on there. I don't know if it had tartar, but if it did, it was very slight, and it didn't really affect the flavor profile. You have the 2 main contenders, which I would have to say it's a hard argument to say who's better overall. But if I'm gonna have to pick a winner, number 2 is gonna have to be Arby's, and only because the quality of the fish itself was a little bit underwhelming. But the price is right, $3.49. But for the quality of the sandwich itself, Wendy's would have to be number 1. Just because the crispiness of the fish itself and the taste of it and the tartar that comes on it. I think it's just a well-balanced fish sandwich out of all of them that they have. And it just overall was the best tasting with all the ingredients together. So for Linda's Snacks, this has been the fish dual fish gunslinger shootout. We tried 5 different fishes. We found our number 1 contender, and what a surprise! It's the place I work. So till next time, this has been Lindo Snacks. Have yourselves a great day.